doing here is adding some good stuff to Miss Donna's map. I'm going to try to start talking a little more during my streams. Maybe that'll annoy people more than help, but sometimes I get to clicking and clacking away and I'm not telling you what's going on, so maybe we can make the streams a little more helpful that way. I know sometimes by watching you can kind of figure things out, but if I'm not telling you exactly what's going on, it doesn't do any good. So I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up Arches. Cool map. Let's go back and see who I mess with so much I always forgot who actually did the map. I don't see it there. Excuse me. Oh, where are you at? Mod script. Scooby. I've never looked this guy's up, but did a pretty good cool job on this map. I just went and kind of destroyed it, but it's pretty cool looking anyway. So what I think I'm going to do, I don't see, oh, this is a slurry tank, excuse me, and he just basically has this guy. So I think I'll take this guy here, copy it, and make something of it. Hopefully can export it okay. That's part of the marking, so cool. So we're going to do the manure separator tank. It's probably already on a Maru site, but that's okay. We're going to shred it and do some more with it here. This is probably even a his interact trigger. I don't see a sound in there, but wood cell trigger, I don't really need it. Potato beat. Actually, I just need the tank. I don't need the input trigger. Don't need the output trigger, of course. Looks like everything's in there, of course. Shoot. So actually I can take this guy. See what happens if I go Control X, Control V. Of course he's going to be out in no man's land. I don't need that. Don't need that. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to basically export the graphical stuff. I think I'm going to keep this interact trigger there just so I know where to put it, which is kind of pointless too because I'm going to basically just bring my own in anyway. So get rid of him. Basically just have this guy. Let's see what happens. I'm going to rotate this to 0. See, that's what I don't like, is in a goofy angle. I might be better off just getting my own, but 90, 120, 130, 150. Yes, it's gonna be a goofy. No, that ain't bad. So I don't like is it. So now I gotta basically mess with this guy to get him right. Which that doesn't look too bad. So I'm basically gonna make 2 of them. Probably easier just to get my auger and utilize it, but Well, we'll grab this guy. What you want to do is just export, and then we'll have to, I got a couple new files there, GameRex 0997, that's cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and just export this guy for now. There's a trick. I can export it from FS15, then I gotta open it up. 17, see if there's any shaders or anything, but we're gonna just export this. Because what I've been doing, export selection of files, is going to my desktop, that way I can fix all the file paths, because that's the biggest issue is when you're exporting buildings is not getting lost in the actual file paths. And you know what, I already screwed up and let's see. Damn it. Well, not a big deal. I got a way to fix that. I wanted to save that little pile, but so anyway, let's go export selection with files. Let's go to our desktop, new folder. We're gonna call this manure separator tank. Separator tank. In fact, come on, desktop. Where are you at here? I'm trying to keep things named the same, so I'm just going to copy this folder and paste in the name. I spelled it wrong, didn't I? Cancel. Export selection with files. I don't know if they. That's what's bad. My spelling's horrible anyway. Well, we'll keep it the way they did. How's that? Manure separator. Copy this name. Hey man, hey NC, how's it going, bud? And thanks for the host there, IH man. Paste that there. That's exported. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit reload i3D and hit no. Oops. Reload. Yes. I just basically says, hey, you're going to lose all your stuff, which I don't care. In fact, yeah, there we go. It did work. Then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to grab this pile. I'm going to go File, Export Selection with Files. I'm going to put right in here for now, I think. Well, let's do this. Let's go desktop, new folder, manure pile. I'm going to copy that again, Control V, and hit save. Alright, now let's close this guy. Let's keep him open just in case. All we're going to do is we're going to the manure pile, and we're going to go mod. We're going to go all the way down until we get our diffuse textures. And actually, I'm just going to take this guy and I'm going to cut him out. It just makes it easier to find stuff. It doesn't have a whole path to follow. So I'm just going to save the texture, delete all the other folders, and we can just right click, edit on this guy, and then just take this path completely down to the textures and hit save. And then we can actually open this guy up in 7.05 and see what kind of errors we get. I don't see any actually. Let's go ahead and put this guy on top. Let's see if it actually looks like a pile though. I don't. Yeah, looks like a pile. Cool. I can actually probably raise it up a little bit. If you do that, yeah, it peaks it up 3 and so forth. So let's just put it like 1.5 for now. Cool. And you can actually, that's the reason it was down a little bit, is to keep it from showing the whole plane, just had the pile. So, to make sure it's in 7.05 format, I'm just going to hit save again. And I don't care about Coral. Close it. Let's open it back up, see if we got any errors. Hey, Mees man. I miss you there, Walsh. How's it going, bud? I don't see any errors, so it looks like the pile's good. Go ahead and close him. Let's go into the separator tank. Do the same thing here. Grab the textures, cut, separator tank. Just paste that textures folder, make sure there's nothing else in there. Yep, we're good. So we'll get rid of them folders. Same thing, it's just textures, so excuse me. So you can back everything out. Actually, there's a trick to this. Someone else says, hey idiot, why don't you do that? Since there's enough of them, Control C to copy, Control F to find, Control, well, let's go to replace, Control V. So we're going to find that and replace it with this. In fact, I don't even need the slash there because it's already in that. So we can click here, hit find next, just hit replace. You can see it's just textures and the brushed metal dart. Replace, 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 and replace. Close that. We're going to save this i3D in a Notepad++ format. We're going to open it up, see if we get any errors, because if there's any shaders, them have to be pulled in. And so we're getting some invalid cooking data, which isn't a big deal. I'll show you how to fix that. Let's put this at zeros. Let's put this guy at 0. If you just save them, close it, open it back up, more than likely, ta-da, errors are gone. So that's the cool thing about all that. Just had to be basically transferred back in. I'm going to actually take this guy. I'm going to center him up like so. And I'm going to edit, freeze transformations, and just hit the translate. Hit OK. Cool, now we're on dead center. So that's cool. Close. Save this again. Get out of here, and we're going to actually even take this guy and put it into my imports section. There's our menu pile and our menu separator. Going to copy them in there. Then we're going to go start messing with the Bjornholm map. So this is a map that Donna's working on. Pretty cool so far. Whoever originally exported over doesn't look too bad, and she's added a few things in to fix the fields because the missions were a little bit of a mess from the get-go. So she fixed them, rounded them off, or actually squared them off. Alright, let's go maps. Map 01, or actually, I think I've been putting all our stuff in objects. We're going to go ahead and copy this guy in here, actually move it. I'm going to put this in the planes. Move here as well. And I'm going to go in right now, a little trick I've been doing. So planes, manure pile. So, if the trick, I've showed you guys, I went over this before, and you guys probably know why I keep doing these exports, but basically, if I just like duplicate this, I know DodgeNet talks about it, if I duplicate this little pile in the map and I make one of them compost because they share the material from this folder, it's going to change every pile. So what you have to do is you literally have to go into that file, open it up, and then I guess I could actually name this even as well. I could name this manure pile and hit save. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a compost pile. I'm going to hit File, Export All the Files, go to Planes, New Folder, Compost. In fact, I should have copied it from the folder or the file there. Compost Pile. Shift Home, copy that name, enter, enter. Down here, Control V, and now we have a compost pile. I'll close that. I don't want to save it because I don't want to overwrite the manure pile. Now open up the compost pile and look at the textures. We just have manure diffused. So being it's only using diffused, all I have to do is go into my map, or actually Donna's map has this as well, so we can go into hers. Get rid of that for now. So let's go FS17, Bjornholm, maps. It's in the PS system, fill plane, and compost diffuse. So all we gotta do is just copy this to over here. Copy here. Get rid of the manure diffuse. And we're going to, copy this name, go to the compost pile, we're going to edit it, and just double click, Control V, so now we're going to have compost. Just basically pulling that file out of there. Close it out, open it back up, and ta-da! We now have a compost pile. It's not as defined as you can see. We might need to spice that up a bit, but almost looks like it needs to have some like texture in it. Well, tell you how we can do that. We can grab these guys, shift, copy here, sure. We can go back to the compost pile. Pretty simple. We can go to Windows, Material Editing, Compost Pile, and we just want to go and add, it's already got the diffuse, so we're going to go specular. Click right here, and textures, and we want the specular. And we want the normal. And so, save. Now, it should actually look a little more like a pile. It's going to be hard to see in the editor as always. Could probably create primitive plane 20. So let's see how it looks here. Click off there. Yeah, it's still kind of hard to really see. It's a black material, so what do you expect? So we're going to close this out. I think I already saved that, hopefully. Yep, we got all the specular and everything there. I could probably do the same on the manure pile, actually. Objects, planes, manure pile. And the best thing to do here is actually grab from the FS17 data, which is your Steam, if you're using Steam. If not, it's probably just C program files. But we're going to go into the data, fill planes, and look for manure. Just paste these all over, or copy over, close, do the same thing. We'll open up manure pile, and window, material editing. This one should already be diffused, so let's go specular. We gotta make sure we get the right one. So planes, manure pile, textures, manure specular. Close. And there, diffuse. And manure normal. Cool. Make sure it doesn't mess it up too bad. Really good. Save. Close that guy. So that's just kind of explaining what I'm doing when I'm doing all that. I'm exporting so it doesn't mess up the textures and all the other stuff. Like if you do one cube on the map, every time you change a single cube material, it's going to change every single cube on your map. So you got to really watch it. So what I want to do though, before I get any further, let's make sure we're on the Bjornholm. Okay, I'm going to open the game up. I want to test. I never tested the multi-fruit out that I added in. Oops. And trying to remember, I think I have game save 7. Let's see if we have any rye or oat growing, and we can see if we can harvest it and tip it to the ground into a tipper just to make sure I didn't mess that up. I didn't have any errors, but in fact, we'll check again, make sure I didn't mess anything up. Log, Control F, error, no error, warning, just one for the map, not being zipped, so we're good. Go back to the game. Now let's see, we do have some oat. So I'll go visit this and see if it's actually grown. Cool. Looks like it's at the growth state, so let's go ahead and buy this field. And let's go get a harvester. Buy, yes, okay. Header. Buy, yes, okay. Tab over to it. See if we can get teleport to work today. I think as long as you don't have anything folded up, it'll work. If I can actually hook up the harvester. So we want to go to 19, which is directly, okay. It's a little tricky when you get into F11 menu. Can't see that well. There we go. So we're going to unfold that guy, unfold that guy. And we'll just come over here. I don't know if I got... Cool. We got windrow. No errors yet. Let's put the pipe out. Dump some on the ground. We're good there. Alright. Let's see if we got a guy here. Doesn't have anything in it. F11. Let's go over here. Oh. Well, even better. It automatically dumps it in. Alright, let's go jump back in this guy. I've got to get the fruit HUD thing working. Let's go make sure we can dump it into the silo. Should be over here somewhere. I don't know why it didn't want me to. Come on, why does it do this? Sometimes it like, I don't get it, it'll freak out and not let you teleport for some reason. Oh, probably because I was trying to teleport on something. Alright, so let's go make sure we can dump it into the silo. Then I want to check the windrow. No more capacity. Oh, I have it filled up. Alright, where's the other farm silos up top there? Somewhere here. Okay, so we should only have a little bit of oat. Make sure we can get out of the silo, make sure it looks alright. Or whatever, I don't even know if I'm doing oat, it could have been rye. Ooh, there's a little bit of an issue I see. Yeah, oat. I think these silos have got to be I think their collision is off. Let's check it here. Oh, I know what it is. The tractor was rocking. It looked like the silos was moving. Yeah, because what you can do is if you import stuff into the map, if you don't watch it, there's a static, kinematic, and I can't remember the other one, but it'll actually let you knock stuff over. Alright, so let's go to the loading wagon. Just grab a big one. Buy. Yes, okay. Tractor. The old BD. Let's grab this loading wagon, make sure this stuff works. F11, back over here. Ooh, almost crashed. And we should start picking up straw. Cool. So that's working. That's F11. I think the sawmill's over here. I think I need to make this trigger a little bigger too. Because you gotta back right up to it. Yeah, so I'm gonna make that trigger a little bigger. I basically took the sawmill. I like the smaller ones better myself. I got the big one on my map and it's just too big. I like smaller buildings. But I removed the little hopper here and put the silo trigger in. So I can display a little bit off, but it'll be alright. I changed the pipe to a bigger pipe that I found on Manchester. And yeah, this guy actually should fire up if I speed up because I put some straw in. So it's the same as mine, it takes wood chips and straw. I didn't add the chips to the log side. I'll have to ask her if she wants to do that. I can actually show her how. So yeah. And then I as well, I kept the small board pallets. That way it's easier to use with Big Daddy's trailer right now. I don't know if he's fixed that yet or not. The only thing I got to look at is these boards need to be shrunk down. I'm not really too concerned. I'll have to look into maybe shrinking that down so it actually, because right now it looks like it's going into 2 pallets, but oh well. Alright, so that worked. Where is, so now I have to find, we did oat, now we need rye, so it looks like 20. Visit. It's not quite grown yet. Looks like I could crank the growth time down a little bit. Okay, so now we could buy it. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. It probably is not going to let me teleport because I'm all on full. Yeah, it did. Alright, so now we're harvesting rye. We got windrow, so that's good. I'm actually getting good textures. It's a little goofy looking there. But I think she'll live with that. I don't think she'll complain. So let's come on out here. Dumped on the ground. Ooh, we got some errors. Could not parse. That's interesting. Very interesting. GISL program. View matrix undeclared identifier. It's a shader error. Well, that's a little odd. I'll have to dig into that one. Alright, we're picking up straw, so that's working. Actually picked up the oat off the ground too, that's kind of odd. So it's something to do with this guy. I know there were some issues when I got the stuff from Stevie's map. I was having some weird errors. Pile shader. Wonder if I gotta check the. Not getting an error there. I think it's something to do with the straw. Good there. See if we throw it again here. Didn't throw it there. Model view matrix undeclared identifier. Not getting it again. You know, it's not picking that straw up the same as it was on the other field either. That's the funny thing. Go back over here. I might be able to check something out there, because if you watch this, yeah. It might actually be an equipment error. Because it happened right after. See, it's, yeah. I noticed on the last wagon when I started picking the straw up. Yeah, see how there's a texture down there? I love it when this stuff happens. There. Could not parse GSL program. Okay, some shaders. Okay, so let's go maps, shaders, 1028, and we're all fairly new. Alpha test. Yes, it's actually a newer file. Or no, that's the problem. Yeah, it's 2015. So yeah, let's do this. How do I want to do this? So let's copy that building shader and the US bunker silo. So all the way to the bunker silo. Copy here. We need emissive lights shader. Need a fruit growth foliage shader, FX circle shader, ground height, shader, ground shader, number shader, PS color, solid foliage, stream shader, terrain shader, and that one there is probably no problem. The windrow foliage shader and a wind shader. Alright, now Close. Probably should have saved that. Let's see if we get that error again. Hopefully it took care of that problem. They probably exported this map before there was an update. Hey there, Smiley, how's it going, bud? So let's see, let's go right to 19. Visit. Cool, I want to buy this field. And harvester. Buy, yes, okay. Header. Buy, yes, okay. We'll grab it. Oh, Jesus. Alright, well, we can fix that problem. Oh boy. Crown acre. So I gotta find what's referring to. Yeah, I figured that was gonna be a problem. Close. There's one of them shaders is looking for a file. And I gotta find it. So log Control F error. Oh Jesus. We got all kinds of fun shit here. I think it's the ground height. Alright. So let's go look at our shaders. Actually, what I should have done, I probably didn't say, yeah, I do have it here. Maps, shaders, so there's nothing in there. Let's see, there we go, right there, shared, dirt, normal. So that guy's gotta look for something. That guy's looking for something. That guy doesn't. Missive. We're good there. Fruit growth. That guy's looking for something. FX circle's good. Ground height. Yep, then we're looking for something. Ground shader's looking for something. Number shader's good. PS color shader good. Solid foliage, I think we're good. Stream shader, we're good. Terrain shader, I think we're good. Windrow foliage, don't see a file reference. And wind shader, we're good. Alright, so what we gotta do is just looking for these files. Building shader, so shared dirt normal. So all we gotta do is go to this texture, default file name, okay. So I gotta find shared dirt normal, data, shared, dirt normal area. So I gotta copy this guy. Maps, shared, and it's right there. Paste in there anyway. So that guy's fine. Oh shit, I don't want to do that. Come on, use your head here. Bjornholm. Maps. Shared. Copy here. Copy replace. Alright, so that's the only file name on that one I see. So that one's good. Shared dirt normal, we're good. Here's where I gotta start looking. Maps. Map 01. Grass, flowers, mask. That's there. Grass, flowers, colors there as well. Oh, maps. Why is it looking at maps? What the hell? Maps, map 01. That's interesting. Oh, you know what? Shaders. Fruit growth. There we go. There's my problem. Oh, this is a Bjornholm there, IH man. So here is my problem, I think. Yeah. So I gotta copy. Let me close all this shit again. This is the map I want. This is the old one. So let's go maps, shaders, alpha test, does not have any reference, so we're good. Building shader does have a reference, so we need to bring up building shader. Move to other view. This one is the desktop. So shared dirt normal, that one's okay. Building shader US, that one's okay. Bunker silo, we're good. Miss of light, we're good. Fruit growth, this is one of them, I think. Yep. Okay, so there's the old one. There's the new one. Come on. So, I'm gonna grab this guy. Actually, I just grab textures, copy, textures. Paste. See how it changed to map 01. So we're good there. So fruit growth, foliage, we're good. I gotta keep these guys. I got a mess here. Close. Bjornholm. Maps. Shaders. This is probably what Kaboomba is having problems with now that I think about it. Bjornholm. Bjornholm. Maps. Shaders. Okay. So, we already did this one, I think. Fruit growth. Yeah, we just had map 01. So we're good there. FX circle. I don't see a reference. Ground height. We'll have to change this one, so ground height. Alright, so there's the old one. Texture just shared. I think we're good there. So ground height is okay. Ground shader. Maps, fill planes. It's a little different. Maps, textures, yeah. So ground shaders is done. Number shader, no file. PS color shader, no file. Solid foliage shader, no file. Stream shader, don't see a file. Terrain shader, there'll be some stuff in here. Actually, no. Textures, but no file name. Windrow, I know this one was causing an issue, so I hope there's... no, I don't see it in there, though. Windrow. Wind shader. This one's got some changes to it. We're good. So, alright, close, close. Let's open her up, see if we pop any errors again. I think we're good. Log. Control F. Error. No errors. Warning. Multiplayer warning. So I think we took care of that error. Whew. I'm getting a little concerned there for a second. Oh, I gotta get rid of monitor capture. So let's try this again. Go here and visit. Buy. And let's go grab harvester. Buy, yes, okay. Header. Buy, yes, okay. Come on. Hook up. bounce over here. There's, looks like it's actually working a little better this time too. Okay, so let's go ahead, tractor. Yes, okay, bye, yes, okay. Loading wagon. Tipper. Okay, cool, no errors. I don't think I can put rye in this guy. We're gonna try. Oh, cool. Actually, you can. Alright, so I think we fixed our errors. So that was a good little find. Go to the rye, 20, what's 35? What is it? It's gotta grow. 20. Gotta grow. So let's go ahead and just buy it. Fast forward here. I gotta look at the calculation for the time. I think it's seconds. Alright, so F11. Dumping on the ground. Damn it. So that wasn't the problem. Something with the rye, and I remember this last time. Alright. Let's take a look quick here. Maps. If I remember right. Image resize, it's 512. Rye normal. Image resize, it's 512. Remember there, Mrs. Izzy? Rye specular. Image resize, 512. So let's see if we go file, save as. save. Yes. I'll look at my use DTX normal. I think them are both supposed to be file, save as DTX1 file, save as DTX1. Okay, let's close this out. What do I do? Copy. I think it's actually in the straw HUD. There's some shader issues there. It's fine, we're good there. Tip on ground, Control V, copy replace. Don't need the specular. Let's save this. Quit. Actually, let's go ahead and get out of this. Knock on wood, hopefully this fixes it as well. I might need to save the map. I wasn't having a problem, so I got into the rye, and I remember the rye gave me some issues. Yep, as soon as we get what's causing the problem here. Okay. Nope. As soon as we get to that freaking rye, bam, pops up an error. What is going on? Could not parse GISL program. course. Oh, how do we do that now? Right there it is. Oh, come on. No, it's not in English. Oh, come on, where's... It's not helping me. Where else is there a shader at? There we go. I wonder if for some reason mine got... I'm not having a trouble in my map though, that I'm aware of. Now I think of it, I think mine didn't have straw on it. Wheat. Yeah. See, for some reason he doesn't have wheat on his rye. Forge wagon convert. And it's happening on the rye. So just for the hell of it. Save. Nope, I didn't do it. I wonder if there's an issue with a field 20 or something. Well, so I'm not having an issue yet. This freaking tractor of mine may be causing an issue. Okay, right through an error. Not throwing an error. Okay. Let's go over to 19. Okay. So we're not throwing errors. I don't know what the hell that was all about, but seemed to have fixed the problem. What bothers me is it picking that up. Picking that up, the straw. That's interesting. I noticed that before and I wondered what the hell is going on. We're not getting the errors anymore, so I don't know what's up with that. Alright. So it's kind of working. I think there's a problem with this. I'm gonna pull it back the way he has anyway, because I got a feeling mine's messed up. Alright. All that messing around. Jesus. See how you can get off track? So if anybody has some errors on my map, all them shader errors, that's what it was. I changed that. Alright, so log. No errors. Okay. Now, back to the fun stuff. Here's the actual map. What I was going to do is make a maneuver separator. I'm wondering if I would just do it right in this section here. Where's the BGA at? BGA's all the way over there, I bet. Actually, no. BGA's there. Greenhouses are there, I think. Yeah. Now, where are the cows at now? Cows are there. Question is, I have any room to put it over here? Not really. Well, import objects, separator tank. Control X, Control D. These objects. I gotta actually like my pipe better than stupid chute. Yeah, let's just use the pipe. Better yet. Yeah, let's take this guy. 0, 0. Might have to make it a little bit bigger again. Get a little more area off of that guy. Let's make this guy 1. Crank this out. It's probably a little excessive. 0.75. Something like that. And let's keep that like so. The capacity, what do you want to change the capacity of? The capacities are in your input-output stuff. For example, perfect example is if you go to the melons here, the capacity isn't in the main transform. You have to go to your input trigger. Like there's your resource 1, there's a capacity. Resource 2, there's a capacity. Resource 3, there's a capacity. Then you go to your output, product 1, there's a capacity. So that's where your capacities are at. I don't have the actual Marhu site manure separator. That's probably where it came from originally. It's from FS15. But yeah, that's where your caps are. It's in your resources and your products. There, Iowa, if that's what you're asking. I gotta see. I want to try to stuff this back in somewhere. It's not going to be in a way, but so let's see. If I take this guy and like do this. Right, yeah, go into triggers and look in there, bud. Yeah, no problem, man. How do I want to do this so it's not all bound up? That should be okay. You could drive in there and drive in there. Might be a little tight. Just crank it like that. I don't like this. Why does it keep doing that to me? 45, 50, 30, 25. Problem I have there is it's going to be, oh shit, I'm back the wrong way anyway. Negative 25. $180. So let's go like 150. That's 0. 60. 200. There we go. Now we're talking. As soon as I grab this, it like gets all out of whack. Not too bad. See. paste that in. So what happens if I just go 36? Yeah. Be a good way to calculate this out. I don't think that'll be too bad there. Then at least you can drive in this way, and you can drive in that way to get to them. You want to watch you don't pile your triggers on top of each other. It becomes a problem. So I don't need an area because it's not a placeable. I want to grab don't need a pumpkin mover. I want to grab the player trigger. Control C, Control V. Wouldn't that be cool if I didn't have to move anything, huh? Not gonna work though. Yeah, let's go ahead and move this guy. Over here. It's so freaking dark over here. That'll work pretty good. Drop this down just so it's off the ground. Alright, so that's good. We got the player trigger. Now I need one input, two silo triggers. So we just grab the, don't need the sawmill, let's go do melons. Resource 2 is compost. I guess I could use, man, neck is killing me. That's the water, manure. Let's just grab the compost guy. I don't need all the shovel targets and everything, but because this is just going to be slurry and digestate, so let's go ahead and I'm going to hit Control C to copy that resource. I'm going to come down to the manure separator, Control V to paste it. Actually, I'm doing this wrong already. Need input trigger, Control C. Get rid of this. Delete. Control V to paste it. I'm going to move this guy up. It's just standard to throw up top. Move up. This guy here needs to be in the visible objects. I want to try to keep this somewhat the same. So we have an input trigger, now we need an output trigger, and I'm going to use the sawmill, being there's already a silo trigger there. So I'm going to copy that, Control C, come down here, Control V, let's move it up, then we need the work animation. I'll just copy the whole thing for now as well, Control C, Control V, move up. Move up. Okay. So we have input, output, work animation, we're good. Visible objects, we're good. Player trigger, let's move that up. Move up. So We have player index 012, product per hour. Let's crank this up to like 10,000. Input 0, output 1. I already said player triggers 2. I gotta do the work animation. Let's snap a picture of this quick. Just better if I do that. Spelling is big here, as we found out a couple days ago. Maneuver separator. So I need to work. I need to add a string that is called a work Anna index. That's all right. So we're gonna add, and that is 0123. That's going to be the Fabrik script. We're still good there. I need a save ID, which is a string. Save ID. And the save ID keeps all the storages separate. I'm not really sure how it worked on FS15, but there was not a save ID. I don't know what that does. It registers it into your vehicle XML. So save ID, we're just going to call this it's manure separator tang, but yeah, we can do that, I guess. Manure separator. Alright. So once again, we have player index is 012. Product per hour, working animation is 30123. Output is 0, or input is 0. Output is 01, and 1. So I think we're good. Now we just have to start manipulating all this good stuff. What in the world? Oh, I gotta go into work animation, visible objects. All we need is a shader on this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all these. So once again, all we need is a shader, and it's going to be a 0. Close that, get rid of that, get rid of that. I could make a sound. Yeah. Now see, player, I should be able to copy this guy. Yeah, it doesn't get anywhere near. That's what I don't understand. Why I can't just... it just doesn't work that way. Something to do with the freeze transformation, I'm sure. Bring on over. At least it rotates right. Alright, let's see what our lights look like. I gotta slow this down. Once again, hit your negative button on your number pad and slow your nav speed down. Alright, so let's try to get straight on as we can, like so. And just try to center it up. So. Like so. Now we'll get our display. Something like that. Go digestate. Nope, don't want to do that. Something like that. I need to play with this a little bit. I think I can put it back behind there a little more. I'm going to find out. I'm just going to put it right there this time. That's basically your background light. Alright, so once again, work animations. We just have shader 0. Input trigger, we only need one, and I think I can utilize that. So let's go ahead, delete them other two resources. The factor is going to be equal, so we're just going to hit 1. Let's go like 100,000. And this is actually going to be slurry and gestate. I need to double check these. That is going to be interesting. I think I can actually go get rid of this guy. If we go into my documents, my games, 17, save game 1, Control F, digestate. So yeah, I think that's spelled right. See, it's liquid manure fill level. Digestate there. Copy. We'll find out real quick here. So it's Control V, and then I think it's just liquid manure. Where are you at, liquid manure? Yeah, so type Control C. It's not slurry. That's what always gets me in trouble. Control V. So this is gonna be digestate. Slurry. Be good enough. Alright, input trigger, resource, tip trigger. Control B. We don't need fill level more. Tip trigger. So we don't need that. We don't need that. Don't need that. 2. Okay, tip trigger. Should be good. That's somewhat in the middle of them guys. It's actually centered up on that guy. Okay. So good there. Resource, digestate liquid manure. Tip trigger I don't need to mess with. And display. this guy. We'll put him right there. Like 90. Let's take him out. Let's go ahead and rotate that back part back to 0. And I'll put him right there for now. Maybe we can go up to this top one. Just go like so. And actually, Control Z to undo. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to try to line up with this ladder so I can get it as centered as I can so it looks decent. It doesn't look bad there. I'm just going to go ahead back and paste that back in. That keeps my, oops, god dang it. Yeah, that was smart. I think that's what I wanted to do. 10, 5. Alright, let's try that again. What you're pasting to. Good enough. Alright, so that displays there. We'll mess with the shader display in a bit. That's always a bear. Alright, so we got our resource. What I'll do is I'll go grab load places. Trying to remember where I put that stuff. Is it locations? Animal loading triggers. Where is that at? Maybe they didn't set this map up that way. Load places, I think, are just the animals. Oh no, never mind, that's restricted zones. It's gotta be locations. Delivery spot. Well, I didn't do that on this map, it doesn't look like, because there's animal loading triggers. In fact, let me try that once. F. Let's see where they have these little ground markers. Yeah, see, they didn't do it though. So you can put them ground markers in a specific spot, and then if you can make them disappear, but I guess that's not going to work, so much for that idea. So I'll do my own decal like I always do. Trying to remember if I have one for slurry, and let's close this guy out. West Bridge, maps, import, decal, compost. Pick up liquid fertilizer, that's not it. Oh, I know, it's on this guy. Well, we're not going to do that either. So let's minimize, import, dump. So what I'll do is I'm going to open up my dump compost label. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of material editing. It's going to be dump slurry. I'm going to hit File, Export all the files, and I'm going to take this over to Bjornholm Objects. And I'm going to start a new folder called Decal. New folder, I'm going to hit Dump Slurry. Dump Slurry. Nope. Close that out. Don't want to save it. Close that out. Out. Shaders. Maps. Objects. Decal. Dump Slurry. And then I have somewhere in here, actually, let's go back to FS15, PD Rivers, go to his HUD files, look for slurry. It may be under liquid manure actually. Yep, liquid manure HUD, cool. So we're going to hit Control A to select all, C to copy. And then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the stuff I don't want. Control V to paste this in. And we're going to do some text work here. Control D to get rid of the selection. If I remember right, this is like 36. Trying to remember, what did I call that now? Input trickery, so digestate and slurry. Keep it consistent, I guess. Digestate slurry. The same size, close enough. Switch it to white. Don't need the layers right now. That's good enough. We're going to save this guy as a DTX5 because it's transparent. We're going to go ahead and generate bitmaps. Okay. I'm going to minimize that for now. We're going to go ahead and import that file. Dump slurry. Control X to cut it, and then we're going to go to the visible objects, Control V, Control B to place it, like so. It needs to be rotated a -90, it looks like. And we'll see what we can do here. Should be close. Let's get our trigger. Actually, if I keep it centered on that ladder, something like that, and 0. Make sure you're on the ground or it'll screw your angle up. Yeah, 0 is good. Should be able to bring this out. Click off. Let's see, tip trigger needs to come out a little bit, I think. A little close. There, now we'll be in it anyway. It doesn't need to be rotated, so. Alright, so dump, digestate, and slurry. That's cool. We're done with that. Output. We have a silo trigger. And I don't want to spawn a pallet, so let's go back to this. I'm going to duplicate this. Control D, and I'm going to call it product 2. So we're going to make compost and compost. Basically, this is just your fill type. You got to get that correct, and then you can name this dog shit if you want. It's just the name you want it to show up on the screen. We want a factor of 0.5 because we're going to split it. Do 50,000. And do the same thing here, 0.5. We're going to call this one manure. Okay. Same thing, 50,000. Got a silo trigger, so we're good there. And let's see here. Now we gotta get creative. So product 2, silo trigger. Bring you over here. What do we have for rotate on that guy? Seems like it's like 30, 45. 45 doesn't look bad. Let's go 50. It's 55. Going straight into the tank. Yeah, it looks good. Now, I think I'm going to actually use this to line my pipe up. So let's get this guy situated. I don't want to be too close to that. In fact, yeah, that won't be an issue. We're about right in there. Go ahead and raise him up. Hey there, Focus. How's it going, bud? Alright, so let's go to fill point. Yeah, see, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Let me bring him out here. Silo trigger. Guess that'll be alright. This is the tricky part. Kind of centered. Kind of centered. Roads. Who needs roads, right? Hopefully the pipe is far enough up. Alright, the effect. That's good, we're in the middle of that pipe. Okay, so that guy's in line. Silo trigger is, so product 2 is manure. So the silo trigger needs that in there as well. Control V. Alright, so let's go to this silo trigger now. What I end up using is an angle there, 55, so this guy, 55. So, yeah, I like that. I'll be able to get in there good. Alright, so now now I gotta try to get this guy in the right angle. Straight on with that. -55. Saddle trigger. That's what sucks. How do you get... Pretty close. Alright. Yeah, yeah, it might just be, yeah, I didn't think about that. It could just be one of your, yeah, cultivator. That's why I didn't mess with, honestly, I didn't mess with, making a bigger mat, because David talked about that, the way they do the way they do that, it's, it does that. Right. Yeah, because what happens is you're just basically magnifying. It's like pixels. The more you magnify a pixel, it's just going to look funny, if that makes any sense at all. Excuse me. So there's the manure. It's going to be compost. Okay. So we're good there. I think we're just about done. Right, and I don't know how it worked before anyway. I know that, yeah, Dave talks about it in that one stream. I'd have to look up what, yeah, he talks about it and goes over that a bit, but, oh, I know I need to do output, displays. I gotta figure out where I want to put the display on these guys. Trophy 55. That works. So I'm guessing that's 40. Zoom them up. Bring them out. Alright, if I just put them right on top of here. And we rotate this guy -90. That's good to me. And product 2. Control B. I think this is like 40. That's right, it was -50. Turn this up. Yeah, come on now. What? That. Take the bottom, rotate -90. Yeah, have fun with the road kit. That's all I got to say. Have fun with the road kit. Like that. Good enough. Alright. So we got a display. Okay. Now I think we're ready to try this out. So I'm going to go ahead and save. And then we're going to go to the vehicle XML. My games. Game 7. F, BGA. This guy, we're going to make it 100,000. I'm going to go liquid, manure. Next. Oops. Fill level on the cows. 100,000. And save. Bring it up. Man, my neck is tweaked. I don't think I have any trucks yet. Okay. Universal tank. Hopefully this guy works. So where's the stinking cows? Looks like it's right dead center there. I just drew roads in if I have any. So there's the pigs, I think. Where the hell's the cow? Must be over here. I think that's the milk. Okay, and then I need to go to the BGA, which is all the way down at the bottom. Over there. Yeah, the problem with the roads, like, and I don't know if these are drawn in or if it's a road piece, is they get bumpy. Yeah, they do some weird stuff. Just leave it at that. Okay. So these full enough. Where the hell are my greenhouses at on here? Okay. Enter back in here. I guess I should have checked for errors first, huh? Cool. Love it when that happens. So let me dump it. Taking it like a champ. Digestate. Slurry. Alright, we'll go to this guy. See if we can find sweet spot. I think I dropped it like right here. Cool. Make a manure and compost. I don't know if this will take manure and compost. We'll find out. Well, I didn't land on a tree. That's a start. Well, you know what I did now? I don't think it's working. Yeah, man, okay. Yeah, I just got by another tipper. So, tractor. Tipper. F11. Conda, does Conda, I'm not even sure I spell that, pronounce it, can't even spell it. Thanks for the follow. Is it Conda? I apologize for botching, that's what I do. Got manures. We got compost. I hate triggers that are too close. What happens is you can't, once you get on the one, it screws the other one up, so you gotta make sure you only hit one. That's why I don't like close triggers like that, especially the Fabrik. Alright, so let's save this guy. Let's go out. Let's close. Let's close this guy. Nope. Let's go to. Let's refresh this quick. Vehicles. F separator. Manure. Next. Next. Thought I saved it. Did I not save it? Man, oh there it is. Okay. So we want to put this guy at 100,000. Let's take this guy, put it to 0. Let's save. Trailer's so small, I'm not going to get a good particle animation look though. Alright, so let's drive over here. I gotta fix the screen yet. So it was 100,000. Dog and cat are going at it. Should come out 50-50. Cool. And they're full. So let's go over here. Probably put some lights on it. Cool. Alright, so that's cool. Ooh, look at this guy click. I need to park more shit in the way as I usually do. Okay, so that looks good. What is up with, oh, it must be a shadow, I'm assuming. Oh yeah, because of the big hill there. Yep, okay. Alright, so that's good. I just gotta fix the display. So, close this guy down. Close him down. I need to go objects, fabric parts, displays. Okay, there we go. Sawmill display. This is going to be manure sip display. File, export all the files, decal, objects, fabric parts, new folder, Control V. I'm American. I try to speak English there, Ripcord. Okay. Save changes. No. We're going to come into this guy. I'm going to import a 3D file. I want to put in, I keep forgetting, decal. Oh, it's under planes, I think. Compost pile. Control X. I'm going to go into visible objects. Control V. Compost, I think, is over here. Yeah, compost. So we're going to take the compost pile, Control B, we're going to put him on the ground. I'm going to pull him up. Try to sing on this pipe. Speak Chinese, huh? Eh? You'll have that. Can't quite tell. I think I'm close to being on center of this guy. Let's put him on the ground. Cool. So there you have compost. We're going to import manure. I don't want manure plan, I want manure pile. Control X, put it into visible objects. Control V. And Control B. At least you can see this a little better. And we'll zero that out. Cool. So let's see how close I got with it with my silo trigger. Not too bad. So them are in place. Now I gotta get this bad boy figured out. Okay, thanks for the follow, Ripcord. I actually thought your name looked familiar, so it might have already been on my. So I need if I have 2 inputs and 1 output, what else have I got? This 2 input, 1 output. Yeah, there you go. 2 input, 1 output. 2 input, 1 output. Think. What we got here? Rather than have to completely make a new one. Well, I'm still gonna have to line it up though, aren't I? Yep. So either way, okay. So let's create primitive cube. And we're gonna cut this guy. We're gonna put it right in Fabrik. Control V. What I do is I use this cube to line up everything. I got an Xbox. It's the same username but 77 after it. This map unfortunately will not work with Xbox. This is PC, but I do have an Xbox. Yes. So 0.02, 0.02, 0.04. Or this is 0.02. This is 0.4 if I remember right. 0.04. Alright. And I think I gotta be like 50. This is gonna be fun with this guy. What's this shader at? Oh yeah, shader. Let's give it a try. I don't think it's gonna work. Nope. Didn't think so. It's gonna be as good as it's gonna get, I think. 0.04. I could have swore that I did. Point 2 maybe? Come on. That's right. Yeah, I know your name, Ripcord. I've seen your name before, so yeah, I know you look familiar as well. So, let's see if I can get this shit right. Control D. So let's see, we're at 103, 137 to, so it's 0.5. And 7. Point 6. 0.3. Nah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting with this angle. Alright, here goes nothing. So input trigger. I actually got it backwards this time too. Display. Control B. Biggest trick here is just get that next number just showing. Bring it on down. Try to get as straight on as you can. Just try to center up on it. Let's see. See, it's going to be 50, 1, 2, 3. I'll leave it at the 100 there. It's fine. So that guy's in place. Now we're going to have an output. Product 1 is going to be compost. And we want to rotate this guy 50 degrees. Of course it's not going to want to line up this time. Yeah, 50, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay. Line up as close as we can. Some compost, and this one's manure. What's going on here? It's the top one. Yeah, it makes it fun. I had to make it difficult too with this rotation. And for some reason we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Something like that. Let's see if we can get this to look right. Camera. Ortho. Kind of looks right. Stand to be a little closer. I do the ortho so that way it gives me a straight shot sometimes. And what I do is I use this as an outline to make my, I'm going to go edit, copy, come back up here and turn that off or we have a mess. Go into here. Actually, sawmill display, Fabrik, separator display. Actually, I gotta fix that. This needs to be matching. Copy, so I don't have a confusion. Edit. Paste. Save. Close, close. Okay, so what I do then is I go edit after I copy that out. Well, it's not letting me edit, copy, edit, paste into new layer. And what I want to do is I want to bring it out and try to match up with the blue screen close as I can. Doesn't have to be exactly perfect. If you grab this corner, hold shift, it'll bring it out in a perfect scale. Or you can get as close as you can. Something like that. So we're going to have to drag it down. So the picture's not always perfect. And I'm going to go layer, layer properties, and we can turn this transparency down so I can just see the white. That's why I use the cubes. And we can hit OK. And then we can come in here and start. We need to go to layers, select background, start cleaning this up. Gonna have to rename that. This is all gonna change, so delete that. And we're gonna go to paint bucket. I already saved this color. I used a color picker, but I already saved it. So all I have to do is pick the color, fill, fill. Then we're gonna go to text. Go back to black. This is the manure separator. And what we'll do is, I've already got that, so we can go back. Let's just do like a 28. And compost. Let's do like 30. And manure. Like so. And this is slurry digestate. Let's send that. Just gonna do that, see what it looks like. I need to save. Maybe a DS. Yes. And I'm going to do D5. I want to turn off the bitmap so it's not blurry. Hit OK. Oh shit, cancel. Almost forgot. Go back to layer 2. Control A. Delete that layer. Now I'll try file. Save as. DDS. That guy. Yes. Turn that back off. Hit OK. Flatten. And we should be good. Let's minimize that, close that. I'll go ahead and get rid of these cubes. We're going to go ahead and save the map. Yeah, it's pretty complicated. The display is a pain. I need to find a better way. The way they do this the display is ridiculous. Alright, so we'll save the map, bring her open. That's the quickest way I found though to get the display to line up. Let's see what it looks like in game. Uh-oh. I was in the shitter. So that looks kind of cool. We got that going on. It kind of looks like it belongs. So, I just never changed the jackass. Okay, so we gotta do that. That looks right. I was gonna see how displays looked up there. It's probably not bad. You figure you're gonna come up and load. Yeah, so that'll work. Alright, so I need to, well, I'll save it. Yeah, I forgot to actually import the actual display. All that work. So, what you want to do is go into your map, get rid of this thing. Nope. And I want to go import objects, Fabrik parts, newer separator display, and I want to go to the shader, display on, the sawmill display, hit edit, replace, load, target, replace with load, replace. And so this is in the middle of no man's land. We hit delete and hit save again. And we're up. Talk about being in the shit, huh? Okay. Slurry, and see that display still. I need to move it back maybe. So we have compost, manure, slurry, digestate. It even matches up. The help up there, a little goofy. Hey there, Badzilla. So cool, man. The manure separator is done. I was going to run this until we run out of product. I think my lights are a little bit off, but let's see if that turns yellow. Cool. Alright, everything seems to be functioning. I don't like that shadow. Oh well. So cool. We have a manure and a compost separator. There. Let's go flying. Turn off the HUD, let's go a little higher. Let's take a screenshot. Alright, yeah, I'd be interested in that and see, like I said, look at this building, man. I like the smaller buildings. It's just, even with a big map, man, there's just not much reason to go crazy with big buildings, but this is just a simple little, yeah. But I think that'll work. I'm not real crazy about the shadow cast. It's kind of messed up. But yeah, I gotta take off, guys. I'm already about an hour past what I wanted to do. I got this much done. I think what I'll do is okay, Raiders, I'll take a look, man. The only problem is it's gonna mess up all the triggers, all the displays, and if anybody has any of the fertilizer seed, and they're gonna have to, yeah. Oh man. So anyhow, let's check our errors quick, and then I think I'm gonna jump off. No error. And just a one warning. Cool. So we're good there. I'll close this guy out. Close this down. And yeah, I gotta take off, guys. I should be back probably Monday sometime. I'm not sure if it'll be on first thing in the morning or not. But I want to try to add a compost. I want to make a manure production and a compost production out of straw or raw materials rather than just the digestate. So yeah, and I guess Raiders, I guess if it uses the same save ID, then it won't be a problem. I didn't think about that. So that'd probably work. But yeah, thanks, Mrs. Izzy. You guys all have a good one. We'll get back on next week. Maybe I'll try to, I want to add, I think, salsa and ketchup, and maybe some tortilla chips, and I think I might put it into that freaking Westbridge map, and I might actually make a video showing you how to play everything. So anyhow, I'll send this picture to Donna and see if she likes it, and you guys have a good one. Yep, see you there, Mimlar. Thanks for hanging out as always, guys. I got the faithfuls out there. I got Grabby, Mimlar, Throsby, Badzilla, Kaboomba, Mr. NC Raiders, and a few new ones out there. I got Ripcord. Yep, Sharphorn's here again today. Haven't seen them in a while. I got Smash Muffins, Valentine. Got a few new ones out there. Jazzery. Alright, guys, we will see you later. Take it easy, man. Have a good weekend.